Love hits men differently. When a man falls, it often looks subtle at first. There's no flashing sign, no dramatic confession. But underneath, powerful emotions are at work. This video breaks down what really happens inside a man's mind when he starts falling in love. You'll learn the hidden stages, what triggers those feelings, and why men sometimes act distant even when they care deeply. Let's uncover the truth about how men fall in love, and why they rarely talk about it. 1. The first trigger, visual and emotional impressions. For men, attraction starts fast, usually within seconds. The initial trigger is visual. But that's just the beginning. It's not just about looks. It's about what that image represents. Warmth, confidence, playfulness, authenticity. Men form a subconscious impression of a woman based on small details: how she laughs, the way she looks when she's deep in thought, how she moves in a room. These moments register emotionally, not just logically. That spark is often described as instant chemistry, a kind of emotional imprint that can stick, even if nothing serious happens. Example: a man may meet someone at a coffee shop. They talk briefly. She's funny, curious, and asks thoughtful questions. Days later, he's still thinking about her, not because of her outfit or smile, but because of how she made him feel in that short moment. 2. The internal filter, subconscious criteria. Every man has a mental checklist, most of it hidden, even from himself. This checklist isn't written down. It forms over time, shaped by upbringing, past relationships, media, and personality. Some men are drawn to women who are nurturing. Others look for a sense of humor, ambition, or mystery. He may not consciously say, "She's the one because she's emotionally secure," but that's exactly what his gut is responding to. This filter helps explain why some men feel drawn to certain people and not others, even if, on paper, everything matches. Example: a man might meet two women with similar interests and appearance. He only feels a pull toward one of them. That's the filter in action. 3. Emotional safety, the turning point. Men fall in love when they feel emotionally safe, when they feel like they can open up without being judged. This moment doesn't always come early. In fact, many men test the waters quietly. They notice how you react to their vulnerability. They pay attention to your response when they share something personal, a past mistake, a current fear, a dream they've never spoken aloud. When that vulnerability is met with empathy, something shifts. The walls drop. The connection deepens. Love begins to take root. Example: a man talks about his strained relationship with his father. You listen without interrupting or offering a quick fix. You just get it. That moment lingers in his heart. That's where love starts. 4. The investment phase, time, energy, effort. When a man starts to fall in love, he begins to invest time, attention, energy. He doesn't just text back. He initiates. He doesn't just listen. He remembers. He starts making space for her in his life, in his schedule, in his routine, in his plans for the future. This shift is subtle, but powerful. It's the beginning of emotional prioritization. She becomes someone he considers before making decisions. Example: he has a busy week ahead. Still, he makes time to call her, even for 10 minutes. He's not just being polite, he's making an emotional investment. 5. Shared experiences, bonding through action. Love grows when shared experiences create emotional memories. Men bond through doing things, shared challenges, fun activities, inside jokes. These moments create a feeling of partnership. It's no longer you and me. It starts becoming us. Example: a couple goes hiking and gets caught in the rain. They laugh, find shelter under a tree, and tell stories while waiting. That memory becomes a reference point, a marker of closeness. Love grows stronger through those little shared adventures. 6. The test of consistency, watching over time. Men observe. They notice how consistent someone is over time, not just when things are easy, but when life gets hard. Trust builds through repeated exposure to kindness, honesty, and reliability. Falling in love is a process of trust layering. Each interaction adds to the foundation. Example: when he sees her handle conflict with grace, when she's angry but still respectful, he notices. And he remembers. That becomes part of the emotional equation that leads to love. 7. Emotional exclusivity, she becomes the one. At a certain point, men start tuning out other options. Not because they've been told to, but because they want to. Emotional exclusivity sets in. The idea of dating someone else feels less interesting. She's the one he thinks about. The one he wants to share wins with. The one he worries about when she's quiet. Example, a friend suggests going out to meet new people. He agrees, but halfway through the night, he's texting her, not chasing anyone new. That's emotional exclusivity in action. 8. The fear factor, pulling away before falling deeply. Just before a man falls deeply in love, fear often shows up. Fear of losing independence. Fear of getting hurt. Fear of not being enough. This can lead to a confusing behavior, pulling away right when things are getting serious. He's not playing games. His brain is fighting between connection and self-protection. Example, things have been going great for weeks. Suddenly, he becomes distant. Doesn't reply as fast. Cancels a date. That's the fear response. He's checking if it's safe to fall or if he needs to retreat. 9. The moment he knows, inner confirmation. There's always a moment when a man realizes he's in love. It may not be loud. It might come while driving alone, or after a quiet conversation, or during a random, unguarded laugh. He feels calm, steady, certain. Love, for men, often arrives quietly, as peace, not chaos. As clarity, not confusion. Example, he's at work, stressed out. She texts something small, thoughtful. A smile spreads across his face. He realizes, this person makes his world feel better. That's it. That's the moment. 10. How men express love, what it really looks like. Men often express love through actions, not words. They fix things. Help with problems. Offer solutions. Protect. Provide. Show up. That's how they say, I love you, without saying it out loud. Understanding this can change how we interpret male behavior in relationships. Example, he doesn't talk about his feelings much. But he'll drive across town late at night to bring her medicine. That's love. Pure and simple. 11. Why men don't talk about this, emotional conditioning. From a young age, many men are taught to suppress emotions. To be tough. To stay cool. This makes talking about love difficult, even when they feel it deeply. They're taught that needing someone makes them weak. So they stay silent. They bury the softness. This doesn't mean they don't feel. It means they're afraid to reveal it. Example, a man tells his friend he's seeing someone, but avoids deeper words. Inside, he's already imagining a future with her. The feelings are there, the language just hasn't caught up. 12. What helps men fall in love deeper? Emotional permission. Men fall deeper when they feel accepted, not fixed. When they're appreciated for who they are, not just who they could become. When they're seen, not only for their strengths, but also their fears, insecurities, and quiet dreams. This emotional permission invites deeper love. Example, he shares something embarrassing from his past. She laughs, not at him, but with him. No judgment. Just warmth. That creates emotional safety. That deepens love. 13. Real love is a slow burn, not an explosion. Lust is fast. Obsession is intense. But real love for most men grows slowly. It takes shape over time, through consistency, care, and shared growth. The foundation is built day by day. With presence. With patience. With choice. Example, after months together, she's not just exciting. She's comforting. Being around her feels like home. That's the slow burn of real love, the kind that lasts. 14. Final thoughts, understanding the male heart. Men do fall in love. Deeply. Powerfully. Quietly. They may not always say it first. They may not show it the way romantic movies suggest. But it's there. The key is understanding how it looks, how it forms, how it grows, how it gets expressed. Love, for men, is less about fireworks, and more about foundation. Less about drama, and more about devotion. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you see love from a new angle, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, Real connection starts with real understanding.